Hey, welcome back to the Basement Tapes. Basement Tapes number 271, coming to you from beautiful San Francisco. It's golden hour right now, so I look pretty golden here with my light. Let's get into it. This is the first of its kind in my collection as far as baseball, and it's rather underwhelming as far as its representation in my collection. So let's get to the 1975 O-Pee-Chee baseball, and of course, I've got one of these. It's sad but true. I have one of these. See if I could zoom in on it. Right there we go. 1975 Herb Washington. This thing's graded, everybody. It's PSA. Conditional value is $1.80, so I'm doing pretty good there on my collection. Practically Canadian, and you could tell this is Canadian because it kind of even through the plastic, it smells like maple syrup. So O-Pee-Chee baseball is on the record books now in my collection. Let's get to the down and dirty here. 660 cards, $3.51 average value. Total value $2,316.75. 17 rookie cards in here. How about that, huh? Complete set of 660 will cost you between 500 and 1,000 US dollars. So you'll have to pay the real dollars, use the real money, not those coins and the colored money up there. You have to use the real greenbacks to get this. The cards in the 660 card set measure 2.5 by 3.5. The 1975 O-Pee-Chee cards are very similar to the 1975 cards, yet rather different from previous year's issues. The most prominent change for the fronts is the use of a two-color frame colors surrounding the picture area rather than a single subdued color. The fronts feature color player photos with rounded corners. The player's name and position, the name and a facsimile, team name and a facsimile autograph round out the front. The backs are printed in red and green on a yellow vanilla card stock and carry player biography and statistics in French and English. That's Francais and English. Cards 189 to 212 depict the MVPs of both leagues from 1951 through 1974. The first cards, 1 through 6, feature players breaking records or achieving milestones during the previous seasons. Cards 306 through 313 picture league leaders in various statistical categories. Cards 459 through 466 depict the results of postseason action. Team cards feature a checklist back for players on that team. Remember, the prices below only apply to O-Pee-Chee cards. They are not prices for Topps cards, as the Topps cards are generally much more available. The cards were issued in 8 card packs, which cost 10 cents Canadian and came 48 packs to a box. That's metric action right there. Notable rookie cards include George Brett, Fred Lynn, Keith Hernandez, Jim Rice, and Robin Yountz. Let's look at the top 3. I think we know who it's going to be. And we can talk more about this, obviously, when we reach the 1975 Topps set. But this is the Canadian version. George Brett, Robin Yount, and Nolan Ryan tied with Jim Rice, tied with Gary Carter, tied with Hank Aaron. That surprises me because I thought Nolan Ryan would have stood alone there, but perhaps because it's O-Pee-Chee, and definitely because Gary Carter was on a Canadian team. So that was pretty darn important to the people up there. I don't know why I just stopped and took a drink of water. I'm only going to be on the air for 5 minutes, so apologies to everybody. Let's get over to TCDB and take a look at these bad boys. Look at Larry Bittner there reaching out with his right hand. Snatch that ball. Again, 660 cards, 1975 O-Pee-Chee. Teams represented are the Braves, Orioles, Red Sox, Dodgers, Angels, Cubs, White Sox, Reds, Indians, Tigers, Astros, Royals, Dodgers, Braves, Brewers, Twins, Expos, Giants, Mets, Yankees, Athletics from Philadelphia, Phillies, Pirates, Padres, Giants, Cardinals, and Rangers. So I kind of skipped over a lot of that stuff, but we have the Brooklyn Dodgers there and the LA Dodgers, of course, because of the MVP cards. And we have the Philadelphia Athletics as well as the Oakland Athletics. We don't have a Kansas City Athletics MVP, unfortunately. We have Milwaukee Braves, we have Atlanta Braves, we have Milwaukee Brewers. What else we have? What else? What other duplicates we have? The New York Giants and the San Francisco Giants as well. So fun little inclusion, tops wise, for some of those older teams in the set. I'm not quite sure how often that happened with that many teams, but obviously with the MVPs, it's a pretty nice little tip or nod of the cap, or tip of the cap, nod of the head. 84 Hall of Famers here. Of course, we have record breakers, we have rookie cards, we have regular base cards, first time rookie cards, solo cards. We have the MVP cards, which are loaded with Hall of Famers, World Series cards. Everything's in there. Team cards, the whole shebang. So we got it all in this set. This set is packing some heat in the Celsius form. Buddy Grant says this was the first and second to 20th pack of trading cards I ever bought. So Buddy Grant reporting from up north, telling us about his first 20 packs of cards. There's the 75 O-Pee-Chee wax box, and I'm not sure who's on there. It looks like a right-handed Doug McGraw, but Bus Tudor has put that on there. It says Cotes et Changer Gourmet Balloon, 1975 baseball trading card, bubble gum. So, yeah, fun stuff there. There's the O-Pee-Chee wrappers, and there is an offer on all 660 baseball cards are now available in one series. And it tells you that in French, too, in case you didn't get it the first time. You could get, again, it's the same wrapper. And you can get a free umpire's ball and strike indicator, even up there in Canada. Made and distributed in Canada by O-Pee-Chee Limited, London, Ontario, and some more fun stuff under license from Topps. Chewing Gum Inc., Brooklyn, New York. Contents: 1 stick bubblegum plus picture cards. So there's your wax packs, your wax box, very colorful wax box. Probably remember seeing that at the Little League stand there, Audubon Recreation Association trivia. Oh, here we go, folks. Number 407, Herb Washington is listed as pinch runner since he was strictly used for pinch running and never had a plate appearance in his 2-year career. No other player with at least one baseball card has had pinch runner listed as his position. So if that doesn't tell you this belongs in the Baseball Card Hall of Fame, I don't know what will. This is the greatest common card ever, in my opinion. Maybe not the O-Pee-Chee version, but I have the full Herb Washington run, which consists of the 75 Topps mini, and the 75 O-Pee-Chee. It took me 40 plus years, maybe 50 years, 40 plus years to complete that run, but I finally did a few years back, thanks to the help of Rich Klein. Let's go to the gallery. These look a lot like your 75 Topps, which you're familiar with, especially today when 75 is the heritage set for 2024. So the backs, as you can see, are vastly different than the backs from the Topps version. They're a lot lighter. In fact, I like the darker version for some reason more than this, but they call this vanilla. So red, pink, green, and vanilla there. It is a cornucopia of words there, many of which I cannot pronounce. There's Darryl Porter at, I guess that's County Stadium there, huh? But you can see here that it has everything in English and French on the back there. So the biographies were probably shortened, or maybe they just use a smaller font size than in the Topps. So again, we'll get into this. Look at Eric Soderholm. Tell me he's not ready to steal somebody's signs. And Rick Wise and Davey Johnson. And we have a 3-player card. Chuck Taylor back there in the bullpen. Not sure which bullpen that is. I'm usually pretty good at that stuff, but I see a chain link fence, and it makes me think of Candlestick Park, which is a big hole in the ground about 5 miles away from where I'm sitting right now. So anyway, that's our O-Pee-Chee from 1975. Fergie Jenkins rocking the mound, as they say, wherever he is. A lot of these cards on TCDV are miscut, and I'm not sure if that's just from the one person who uploaded all these, but there are a lot of miscut O-Pee-Chee things. I guess the fingers get a little numb up there. Tom Egan, that is a great catcher card if you're into that kind of stuff. If you're into that kinky stuff, that catcher card. Pretty clean. Just him squatting with a catcher's mitt on, and protecting his laces, his shoelaces, so that they don't get untied by a random shoelace untire, I guess. So anyway, that's your 1975 O-Pee-Chee baseball set. We'll see more of this design, obviously, in the very near future. That is Basement Tapes number 271. Thanks for tuning in, everybody, and thanks for tolerating some of these close-ups here with my different kind of camera.